Well, boys, here we are. We're just coming up onto a property, 38 acres out here at Adelaide Park, and what the name of the place is Kookaburra Lodge, and it's a nice big homestead with a really nice 2-bedroom granny flat, big shed there. Just looking out here, out over the sea, I'll just hone in a little bit there for you boys. And if you look at that there, that's the harbour.
Yeah, that's the harbour.
And you can see that from here quite clearly. And looking back around the other parts of Yeppoon, and I'll just draw back now and give you a look at the broad picture of what we were just looking at. And then you come around and you go back into a very scenic rural view out to the west. The property's got a very good saltwater pool on it, and all council fencing and all the proper facilities that are required by council all in place. There's a 20 metre by 12 metre shed on the property, as you can see, 3 5,000 gallon poly tanks there as well, and on the roof solar panels. There's 6 kilowatts in those solar panels on the roof that's feeding into the grid. There's a substantial yard that goes around the property. Now the house is sort of more or less centred on that, and then it goes back up to a granny flat at the back, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, where we are here on the veranda, you can see there's a good sized veranda runs down, coming up off the stairs, and then from there it leads into a very large open plan living area, as well as dining and also kitchen. As you can see, plenty of windows all around the building, which lets plenty of air in. There is no air conditioners in the house. They are just not required. And we're going to go up here and I'll just show you the kitchen area. Now the kitchen area, the timber used in the kitchen area, what did you say the timber was?
It's called Rose Walder. It's a North Queensland Rain Forrest hardwood.
So there you are, Rose Walder, North Queensland Rain Forrest hardwood. Beautifully set up. Just looking once again at the kitchen here, and I'll just come around and show you the pantry. 2 doors and a good, well stocked and well positioned pantry.
Yeah, it's magical.
Just looking there, buyers, I just want to draw your attention to those windows, and when you look out of those windows, looking right around, the view is right around behind you, no matter where you look from the house, whether it be a rural view or a sea view. Now this is the master bedroom in the main house, and we're going to take you up and show you in a minute the granny flat, or the second home on the place. Plenty of good storage, and into the ensuite, beautiful ensuite with a nice big corner bath. Just a point of interest here, buyers. These ceilings are good high ceilings, 10.5 foot ceilings through most of the house. Now we're on the lower level of the homestead here now. Remember, it's a 5-bedroom homestead, and as you can see, a beautiful big open area, and all open plan with a long span. This is a beautiful big long span. If you look into the roof there, you can see where it's all been built in, but they're high tensile beams that have gone through to ensure that there's plenty of stability for the upper part of the house, but to give this a nice big open plan area. Now what I'm going to do is just go round and show you behind me and show you that it's not just that what I'm pointing to there, it also comes around to the media room, which is all part of the one room, and a beautiful big area where you can sit down, watch a great movie, have a party, whatever the case may be. Goes off then through that door there into a bedroom and also a toilet and shower, and in this room here being used at the moment as an office, but once again a bedroom. And then coming to the end down here, we're coming into a bar and a place where you can have all your drinks and everything set up, and then leading out onto the downstairs veranda, which is directly under the upstairs veranda, of course, obviously, and leading out onto the pool with your barbecue area and everything set up out here. And this is the downstairs shower and toilet area. Guys, we're just looking inside the shed here now. That's the side door, and I'll just come back here and I'll just show you. There's one of the doors coming in, and then it goes right through the full length of the shed and comes out at the other end of the shed up there, as you can see. And inside you've got an office area, very nicely set up office area, with on top a mezzanine floor. Good light sheets on the roof to allow plenty of light into the shed. Now, I was just looking in the shed here. This is in the big shed down below the homestead, and there's the toilet and shower I just showed you, kitchenette here. This used to be an office, and as you can see, now being used as a gymnasium, but very nice office area for anyone running a business out of the shed. So it's set up for someone with a business and a good office area and a nice home, a great place to live, work and play. Yeah, that's looking straight out over the harbour. Beautiful views. Now, boys, just looking here, there's the shed down below the home, and you can see the glass doors there we were looking at through the office in the shed, and then coming back from there you look back up to the homestead. I'll just zoom up a bit there just so you can see the homestead and get an idea of the size of it looking from the outside. Nice big yard that runs around the homestead. Now we're in the granny flat here, 2-bedroom granny flat, nice big open plan area. There's the kitchen, all good timber top kitchen, just what you want in a granny flat, plenty of it, but not too much. Come round dining room just there, and then we come into a good size living area, which looks out over an outstanding rural. And just as a point of interest here, that's Mount Wheeler, the mountain we're looking at there. And then over behind that is the Mount Archer Range. Now this is the master bedroom. There's a nice walk-in robe for shoes and clothes and coming off a nice big bedroom. And then that leads into the Jack and Jill toilet and shower here, which then opens into the second bedroom. Beautiful shower, nice low level. Great for a granny flat. Everything's here, nicely set out. And once again, the second bedroom in the home. And it's a little bit of an office up the other end. Just looking here, boys, this is a beautiful rainforest setting. This is up behind the granny flat, or the second house, 2-bedroom house. And it's a creek that runs down from the top of the ridge. Now there's 38 acres here, and coming from the top of the ridge, this creek runs right back down through the side of the property. And it's, as you can see, it's all rainforest type terrain and vegetation. So it's very, very cool. It's a great atmosphere, and it's right here beside the granny flat of the second house on the property. Well, boys, there you are, a beautiful setting. 2 very nice buildings, a beautiful 5-bedroom homestead and a beautiful 2-bedroom granny flat. Everything that you could possibly want. Let me bring you out and give you a look through this. It really is a special place in a special area. Talk to you soon.